So, the liberal wing of capitalism has recently come up with a new sub ideology centering on the notion of abundance, as per the book by Ezra Klein and Derek Thompson. The basic idea is one big YIMBY manifesto. That is to say, they believe that liberal NGOs of all people are the things standing in the way of vast, efficient, rapid economic development, leading to new technologies and industries, and thereby an abundantly accumulating utopia, which can also take care of climate change through geoengineering or other eco modernist solutions of this kind. Now, I don't think I need to explain what is wrong with their argument substantially, since it ignores the basic power structure of capitalism that keeps many forms of development from happening. But okay, let me try anyway. You see, much of what they're saying is sort of similar to a concept I have been coming up with in my spare time I call the last gasp of capitalism. That is to say, I believe that there will be some capitalists, as represented by these kinds of liberals, who believe that by streamlining the most parasitic and monopolistic elements of late capitalism, of the present, they can deploy technologies to get one more cycle of capital accumulation going. Technologies like industrial meat production to replace mass agriculture, or 3D printing to revolutionize all kinds of production industries, or indeed building a lot of apartment buildings to do away with landlords, maybe even doing Medicare for all if they're generous in order to streamline away big pharma. I can keep going on. But the point is that all of these developments, even if they were plausible and successful, are ultimately counterproductive. Not only do you have to take on another section of capitalists, namely all those parasitic landlords and big pharma and big agriculture, etc., but the only result of such a last gasp of accumulation can be that production gets even easier, employment gets even lower, and so the current crises of overproduction and underemployment only get bigger and bigger, with even bigger class war as a result if you don't try to resolve capitalism through some ultimately dissolving scheme of basic income or, dare I say, total communism. So that's what's wrong with these people. They ignore power. But if you want to get into it more specifically, there's an interesting review in Cosmonaut magazine of the abundance concept recently, which I in turn wrote a reply to in the same magazine. And I'll be linking both of those in the comment section.